Hey guys, happy Friday. Joe Madden here of PickDawgz, joined by Rod and Brian. This is the morning show. You guys, we should maybe just change the morning show timing a little bit to this 9:20 mark, so you guys aren't worried about us not coming on. It's because we're filming that premium video, so we're trying to shoot for that 9:15 time to get on here because we want to get those premium videos out to everyone. So just so you guys know, it's not that we're just sitting here laughing and forgetting to go live. Brian, how's the morning starting?
Well, I really like the card for Friday. I think there's a lot of strong opportunities out there in both the NBA and college hoops and even the NHL. So I think we should have a good show today, even though it's a smaller card.
Absolutely. Rod, I know you got a super busy day. How's it starting so far for you?
Hey, starting so good. It's a nice, beautiful day. I can't complain. Got coffee in my hand. We're here going to give out some more winners. We've hit our parlay 2 days in a row. We're going for 3 straight days. We've had 2 straight winning days. We're going for 3. It's a great day. I feel good.
Hell yeah, it is. You know, you say you got nice hot coffee. I looked at mine right as we went live. I was like, wow, I have to have a sip and it's cold. I don't know how that works. I think I need to get my kids on waking up and making me a coffee this morning. That would be nice for sure. Unless someone wants to drop past one.
Exactly.
Right?
I'd be like, you need a little bell. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Just a little button that says when you're on the air, like, excuse me, I need another coffee.
Oh my God. Could you imagine how bitchy teenagers would be if I did that? Like,
especially this time of morning.
Bell?
Most teenagers are probably still sleeping.
Oh, absolutely. They are off with exams today. They had their exams, so they're home today. They definitely are not going to wake up. It's only 9:22 my time, so they're not getting up to make me a coffee, that's for sure. I have better luck training the dog to do it, honestly, you guys.
I can't remember the last time I slept till 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, could you imagine?
Oh,
my body's so used to waking up early.
yeah, exactly. I can't do it. My body's up. It's just like
I'd have to be on some heavy medication or something.
Heavy medication, heavy drugs, whichever you like, Brian, there.
Yeah.
Or a hangover or something.
Oh, see, so when I drink, if I'm going to be hungover in the morning, I just don't go to bed. It's the best way to do it. You just ride it out, Brian. Don't go to sleep.
So. I couldn't do that anymore. Ooh.
Oh, no?
I used to. Yeah, when I was younger, I can't do that anymore. That would kick my butt. Because I could sleep standing up. So I'd be like, easily. So I know me. I tried. I've been there, done that. Where I didn't even know I had to work that day, and they gave me a call, and they're like, "Hey, how come you're not here? I'm supposed to work today." Yeah. Okay. I'll be there in like 15 minutes.
Oh, I love it, Rod. Yeah, I just don't go to sleep. I just stay wide awake. You guys, it is going to be a pretty fast show today, I think. We have 11 NBA games, 5 NHL, and only 18 college basketball. So we're going to jump right into it here because I know a lot of you still expecting us at that 11 o'clock Eastern time. Try to shoot for that 11:15. I think that is when we're going to be closer to timing wise because we start that premium video at 11 o'clock as soon as Mitch is off of his shows that come in between. So we're just trying to get everything streamlined here for you guys. And happy Friday, everyone. Appreciate everyone who's in the chat right now. Appreciate you guys being here with us this morning. Let's kick it off, you guys, with NBA. 11 games in the NBA today. Some exciting games. Man, we saw the Lakers. I was on the wrong side of that last night. Lakers just struggled to get any baskets last night. It will be interesting to see how they come back tonight. So let's kick it off with those first. We got 11 games. So let's do the first 6, you guys. We have Detroit taking on Orlando, Boston taking on Atlanta, the Lakers taking on Charlotte, Denver taking on New Orleans, the LA Clippers taking on the Miami Heat, and Portland taking on Houston. So that takes us into the 8 o'clock, but not all of those 8 o'clock, if I'm not making that too confusing, guys. Brian, we'll kick it off with you.
Yeah, for me, almost I started doing a write-up for a premium play on the Orlando Magic, and I just I thought to myself, well, there are better plays out here to give out premium-wise, but very rarely do you see the Orlando Magic ever favored in a game. And I guess that's for good reason. If you look at their ATS trends, they've been absolutely horrible. But I think that they're going to step up tonight. And the line's starting to move in the right direction. You start to see 3.5 now on the Orlando Magic. But that's not going to scare me off. I think they're one of the better free picks today. Take Orlando, laying the points. I'm going to take the Charlotte Hornets against the Lakers. Lakers on a back-to-back. And they have some injury issues for sure. And the Hornets have been one of the best home cover teams in the NBA, 15-5 ATS this year. So I'm going to take the Hornets, lay the points, and I'm going to take my Pelicans here, plus the points against the Denver Nuggets. Pelicans 13-8 ATS, 6-0 on Friday's ATS. Nuggets 2-5 ATS on 1 day of rest. So give me my New Orleans Pelicans plus the points.
Okay, I like it. Well, there you go, Rod. It's all yours.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Brian. Give me the Pelicans here. Look at the Pelicans, 6-3-1 ATS their last 10 games, and at home 3-8 against that number at home. Look at the Nuggets on the road. They're 9-5 ATS on the road this season, so they're not covering anything. So definitely not laying forward the Nuggets. Give me the Pelicans plus the 4 points in that one, because that comes down to one possession. Last person with the ball, and. For me, the other way, I'm going to take the Hornets here. I don't trust the Lakers. Who's in, who's out? I'm not taking that chance. Give me the Pelicans in that one. They're just playing the better ball. 7-3 against the number, and they're playing lights out at home. 13-7 on the year, 15-5 against that number this year. I like the Hornets in that one. They pound the Lakers in that one. The two I like there.
Okay. For myself, you guys, I'm going to ride with the Miami Heat versus the Clippers. They're just too hot to step in front of. I know the Clippers have been good as an underdog against the Southeast Division, but I don't think that happens in this one. I think the Heat are just too hot. 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 games overall. They're also 4-0 against that spread in their last 4 games as a favorite. So strong at home, 17-5 straight up, 14-8 against that spread. I think the Clippers come in here and struggle against Miami at home. Give me the over between the Nuggets and the Pelicans. I think this is one of those games that the Pelicans fight to keep up and keep in this game. And with them doing so, I think we hit the over. These two teams do trend to that under in 5 of their last 6 meetings, hitting that under. But I think this is one of those games where that is just blown out of the water, that trend, and we go over. The Nuggets are 7-1 in their last 8 to that over, and the Pelicans in their last 8 games as a home underdog have seen that over hit in 6 of them. So give me the over there. I'm with you, Rod, or actually against you. I can't remember if you're taking the Lakers over Charlotte, but I think the Lakers plus the points. I think this is just too many here. We look at these two teams, and I think the Lakers, off that terrible game last night, can keep up in this one. I think their defense really does need to step up and do something, and their offense needs to have a bounce back game. I can't see them having 2 games back to back where they're just scoring way too little points. And then I'm on the Detroit Pistons tonight. I have to go against the Magic. I just look at the Magic at home, how terrible they are this season, 2-8 straight up in their last 10 games as well, you guys. I can't get on the Magic. They're just bad. 3-8 at home 3-18 at home this season. 5-16 against that spread. No way I'm touching the Magic. I don't believe in magic. Someone's saying I don't believe in magic song.
I love Magic tonight. But I like crappy teams when it looks like, I
think we're going to see a low-scoring one in that one. You guys have any thought on the total? I think it's going to be low. I think both these teams are terrible.
I'm the worst guy to ask about a total. I don't know.
I just think everyone's terrible. Give me the under.
It trends to the over, so I couldn't touch it.
They do trend to the over, but the last time they met was like just January 8th, and it was a 97-92 game. It hit 189 points the last time they met, and now it's 213. Right? Like, what has changed in 20 days? Not much. They both still suck. I don't know. Sorry.
And me and Rod.
Sorry to all Magic and Pistons fans out there.
See, so was like, I was like, ooh, why is that total? I was like,
me and Joe might have to bet a hat on that one.
That's okay. I could use a new hat.
Get me an
I love
Orlando
wearing
Magic
hats.
hat. I'll be the only guy with a Magic hat on, that's for sure. Your only fan.
Right.
I don't know if I really want a Detroit Pistons hat though. So, right? It's not something I'd be like excited to rock, but I'd still do it. I love my hats.
That
When
game's
I'm
the
not on
Brian
air,
Special are two crappy teams going at each other.
right?
That's my
They'd be
my
cheap
kind of
hats, right? Be cheap.
Yeah.
When
they're
I'm not
sale.
on air, I'm wearing my hats all the time, you guys. Always like to hide under them, especially when I go out in public. You guys like to hide under your hats out in public?
I hide
Anyone?
under my hat because I'm bald and I feel more comfortable with my hat on. But if I had a full head of hair, I might be rocking without the hat. We'll see.
Okay. I don't know.
No, I got a hat on always. It just feels I could rock without the hat, but then I'm not sporting this big giant beard. I would just have the little goatee go on, and then I'd be none. Hairless after that. The only thing you'd see is me just the goatee. That's what happens in the summer. Wait till the summer hits. You'll see.
Okay.
It's cold here in Alberta. This actually adds warmth to the face. It's -50. This feels good. It's not so bad when the wind's blowing in your face and you're like,
Oh, I bet. Right? It's so cold out there. Okay, guys, let's jump into the next section in NBA today. We have in the later games, we finished at Houston, correct? Yes. We have the Utah Jazz taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, Indiana taking on OKC, the Chicago Bulls taking on the San Antonio Spurs, Minnesota taking on Phoenix, and the New York Knicks taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Brian, we'll go back to you first, Sarah, if you want to give us your picks.
Yeah, I'm not going to pull a Ruffalo here. I'll get one out of this batch. Minnesota Timberwolves let me down last night, but I'm going to ride with them again on the back-to-back here. The Suns just 2-6 ATS at home. I just think it's a little bit too many points. And Wolves 7-1 ATS following a straight-up loss. So I think the Minnesota Timberwolves can get it done and keep it respectable. That's the only one for me.
Rod?
and for me in those ones, I like I like OKC here at home. Pacers are dead to me. They're awful. Just awful. They stink, double stink. And I know OKC hasn't been doing much better, 1-9, but I'll take OKC here. At a pick 'em price, it's a coin flip. And they're 14-7 at home, covering the number. And the Pacers are 5-19 on the road this season. Yikes. I'll take OKC in that one. And the other one I like the Spurs at home here. I think they get a nice win. I think they wake up from their slump that they've been slumping. And I think it's a good spot here against the Bulls to get themselves a win. Somebody knows something. Spurs are favored in that one now. That line's completely inverted. So I'm going to take the Spurs to get a nice win on Friday versus the Bulls in that one.
Okay, I like it. For myself, I'm going to believe in the New York Knicks here, being able to cover plus that 8.5 points against the Milwaukee Bucks. I just think it's too many. When we look at the last 3 games, the Knicks did win that first game of the season, but have lost those last 2 by a lot of points as well, you guys. I think this is one where they kind of have a bounce back game. I don't think there's any chance they win, but I'd be more comfortable at the Bucks at -6, not -8.5. I think it's too many. I think this is a 7-point game. The Knicks keep it just that little bit tighter. We look at the Bucks also as against the spread as a favorite in their last 9 games. They've only covered that spread once. So it's a hard situation for them here. We have the Knicks in their last 5 games as an underdog going a 4-1 against that spread. So I definitely think there's value, even though the Knicks do scare me a little. I think they keep it tighter. I'm going to go the under between the Chicago Bulls and San Antonio Spurs. You know, I really want to get on these Spurs at home with you here, Rod, and I think they have every chance. I just have a hard time going against the Bulls. They have been terrible as a road favorite in their last 4, failing to cover each. But I look at the Spurs in their last 5 games as a home underdog have had a hard time. But with that line changing there, I really do think probably the right side is the Spurs. But I'm going to go with the over 229. I think this one is kind of whoever has that ball last kind of battle in this one. The over is 13-6 in the Spurs' last 19 games as a home underdog, which I guess they're now the favorite. And then we have the over is 9-3 in the Bulls' last 12 games as a road favorite. So they trend to the over in the last 9 meetings in San Antonio as well. Those are the ones that I like in there, you guys. NBA, I'm excited for these games today. You know, we've got 11 games. It seems like a lot more, lots of places, lots of bets I could make today in these ones.
For sure, I easily could have had 3 premiums in the NBA today. I just I left the Magic out, but we'll have to see later in the day if we get a hat bet on that one. Magic, okay. I hope they don't screw me. We'll see.
Could you get me a Bulls hat if I win? I'd rather Bulls hat than a Pistons hat.
So we're
okay. What hat do you want if you win? You want a Magic hat?
Yeah, you know what? I'll take the Magic hat because I think I'll be one of those. I don't think there'll be many guys with Magic hats out there, so I'll take it.
I got an old school Magic hat in the box somewhere when Shaq was playing there. I'm sure I got a Magic hat old school somewhere in the box. I'd have to dig her out.
Old school Magic days. Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome. Right, minus 3.5 here. I'll write that down. Magic 3.5.
Okay. I got the Pistons.
All right.
Pistons better come out to play today. Brian or Rod? Rod, go to you first. What do you got for sale today over at PickDawgz for us?
Well, it's my favorite day of the week. It's Feel Good Friday. We swept the NBA and NHL yesterday. We went 3-0. And we're going to bounce back here today and keep it rolling. I got 3 bets in the NHL and NBA. I got 2 NHL bets I absolutely love. And my lone play in the NBA today is my 10-star NBA executive info bet. You get it all over at PickDawgz Premium in my Feel Good Friday package. Or if you just want my 10-star NBA executive info, best bet of the day. Jump aboard. It's there by itself as a lone play as well. We're going for a 3rd straight winning day. Jump aboard. If you want some college hoops, I also got a 3-pack in that as well. Your best bet, jump on a 3-day package right now. And you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as you got the NFL playoffs coming up this weekend. Now they're loaded college basketball card on Saturday. Now's the time. Jump aboard. Something long term. We're heating up. Going for 3 days in a row of winning. Big weekend ahead.
Awesome. Brian, what about yourself?
Yeah, for me, I got my Friday night payday 3-pack, my 2 best NBA bets, and my college basketball after hours best bet. You can get all 3 for $50 at PickDawgz.com premium picks, or join up to the YouTube VIP. One of those premium picks will be given out later today.
Absolutely. If you guys haven't checked out that premium VIP, make sure you do. Best value out there, I swear. Getting a premium pick from all of us and Mitch in the afternoon. Definitely great value. If you're looking for my best bets, I have a 3-pack in both the NHL and the NBA today. I absolutely love today's card. I'm excited. I think we're going to have a fantastic Friday. So go check it out on any of these guys' best bets over at PickDawgz.com. You guys, that takes us to one of our new segments, which I absolutely love. It's time to fire up the bandwagon. Rod's going to bring us his fire up the bandwagon pick. You're muted, Rod. I don't know why I felt I had to yell that.
That's it. You're shocked.
Yeah. All right. Now we're going to fire up that bandwagon after that big shock. We're going to take the Portland Trailblazers under in this game because you look at the Portland Trailblazers, they are 9-0 to that under versus a team with a losing record. And you look their opponent 15-6 versus a team with a losing road record. That total's way too high. Fire it up the bandwagon. Take Portland under today to get their 10th straight under versus teams with losing records.
I like it. Okay, guys. 5 games in the NHL today.
My head.
Not many.
I think I got hit in the head.
Sorry,
Oh,
Rod.
what is
Whacking you in the
that?
head. Let's hit Brian in the head instead.
I got hit in the head. Everybody's getting hit in the head.
I swear I'm going to change this logo. It seems like every day I say I'm going to change the positioning of this logo and then get just caught up in 5 million other things and completely forget until we get here. Right?
Maybe my head's just getting bigger. Who knows?
Well, hey, my head expands during the day. So this is why hats have to come on and off, because I swear to God, it gets bigger as the day goes on. I don't know what happens.
Right? Doesn't it feel that way? Sometimes you put a hat on and it's nice and comfy in the morning. Then you get fired later on and you're like, why does this hat feel so tight on my head? And you're like, got to get a new one.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
You're not the
Brian,
only
does it
one.
happen
I've
to
had
you?
that happen too. So you're
Yeah,
not
for sure. Yeah, for sure. Definitely, if you're even, if you're sweating in that hat, you put it on later in the day. So yeah, I've had that happen.
Okay, because all of my friends think I'm insane. So
Well, then, no, it happens. I've had it happen. You put a hat on, and then it's like, oh, why does this hat feel like it's tighter than what it was when I put it on? And you change it up.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not crazy. That's for sure. Because my friends have led me to believe that, but they lead me to believe I'm crazy all the time. So that's okay. We're going to talk some NHL now, you guys. I'm excited for these games today. I think there is incredible value in the NHL today. There are only 5 games. We have the Detroit Red Wings taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Minnesota Wild taking on the New York Rangers, Colorado Avalanche taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. Interesting. Last time these two teams played just a while ago, this was, I think it was Monday or Wednesday. This is a 2-0 win for Colorado. We then have Washington taking on Dallas and Boston taking on the Arizona Coyotes. Rod, we'll go to you first in the NHL. There you go.
Well, for me in this one, in these ones, I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Penguins here. Detroit can give up 8 goals to this Blackhawks team in their last time out. How many going to give up to this Penguins team that's been rolling right along? I know the Penguins are on the back-to-back here, but they got beat by the Kraken. I think they might be a little bit angry and pissed off. So I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Penguins here. As Detroit on the road is awful. Just awful. They've just been playing awful hockey lately. So give me the Penguins. They've been the hottest team in the NHL. That's only their 3rd loss since December 4th. I have to go back and double check. I'm sure that's what it is. 3rd loss since December 4th. Penguins are playing great hockey. For me, I like the under in the Wild and the Rangers game tonight. You look, that's going to be a battle between 2 solid teams. And it'll be banner raising night. Henrik Lundqvist gets his jersey retired in that one, but I like the under, hard hitting, low scoring. Give me the under 6 in that one. And I'm going to take the opposite. I know everybody's seeing the Colorado. Eventually, Colorado's got to get off this. They're on a streak of unders, and the unders have just been rolling right along. Well, I think this is the spot where Colorado only got 2 goals last time. I think they get a few more this time. I think even the Blackhawks got 8 goals against Detroit, so their offense has woken up. I think this is the spot that Colorado gets back to their overs. Give me the over, Colorado and Detroit, or Colorado and the Blackhawks. My bad.
That's okay. I like the way you're going with that, Rod. I think it's smart thinking there. Brian, what are you liking in these?
Yeah, for me, I almost had 2 premiums in the NHL today. I like New York Rangers and I like the Washington Capitals. So start off with the New York Rangers. They are in a back-to-back spot, but they're strong at home, 13-3-2. Minnesota Wild comes in rested, and I think that's why we're getting such great value here. But I'm gonna take a chance here with the Rangers getting some plus money, and then the Washington Capitals. 3-6-1 last 10. So with their bad play, you're getting a better price here to take the Capitals. Losers of 2 straight. I think they get back on track tonight with a win. So I'm going to put equal amounts on the Capitals money line and the Rangers money line.
Okay, I like it. Just quickly, JT, Rod, Brian, do you know if you purchase the VIP membership before the video is posted, if they can still get the premium video?
For sure.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I just wanted to clear that up before we miss that, JT. So go on over. You should be able to get today's still. And if there's any issues, just make sure you send Mitch over an email or let one of us know, and we'll try to get that worked out for you. For myself, Go ahead,
Plus
Brian.
you get a consensus subscription too. So the VIP.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, for myself, I love how Rod's looking at that Colorado Avalanche. I'm going to take their team total over. I think they really do have a big night. I know the Blackhawks are able to put up the goals as well, but I have more faith in the Colorado Avalanche to get their side of this total over. We saw the Blackhawks score 8 goals in their last game. I don't know, against the Red Wings. If Colorado's defense steps up, I just don't want to be on the wrong side of that. So I'm going to take the Colorado Avalanche's team total over. They've just been playing way too hot. And I agree that there's no way they only score 2 goals against the Chicago Blackhawks. It was a 2-0 game on the 24th. So that was Monday. Interesting one there. For myself, I think I have to rely on the Minnesota Wild to get the win here. A little high on that money line. I just love what I'm seeing with them on the road. They're just too strong to go against. Rangers, phenomenal team. Their defense has been just completely dominating this season, but I think this one might go to 2-2 overtime, 3-3 overtime, and I trust more in the Wild to be able to get that last goal there. But I trusted in was it Predators last night against Edmonton? Edmonton was able to pull that off. So, man, really, Rod, hats off to your goalie there, getting that in overtime or in shootout.
He looked pretty good. He got a goal.
Oh.
He made some nice saves. He made the key saves at the key moments of the game. Is what he did for a change. Usually he gets spanked.
Oh, I know. I was super disappointed. I was like, okay, we're going to overtime. Got this writing with Saros, and it was not the case.
The reason why I took that is because of the shots on goal. I knew that the Oilers were going to outshoot Nashville, and that's why I took the Oilers on the premium. Because the Nashville, I don't know, they give up shots a lot.
They do. I was totally on the wrong side of that. I really did think I should have taken the game to go overtime. I just had that feeling it would go to overtime, but then I trusted in the Predators to get done in overtime, which was the wrong way to go. So
it could have went either way. But McDavid just undressed Saros in that shootout. Ooh, wasn't even close.
Right. So anyone who watched Puck and Crazy, Al Niños and Cam Parsons both went. There's no freaking way Edmonton takes it in overtime, and I was like, no, not happening. So I was definitely on the wrong side. I'll have to eat some humble pie today on fucking crazy. Well, El Niños isn't back, just a little bit to Cam Parsons. So I cleared the air now, though. Feel better about it now. I cleared the air on that one. I hate when I sit there and I'm like, it's not happening. Right? Man, right? Hate that. Anyway, we can't be right all the time. That is for sure. We just do our best, you guys. We're going to move on to college basketball. Only 18 games in college basketball. Brian, as a fan, any game that you're just like super excited to watch?
No, probably the night game with Boise State, late game. Definitely going to be one I watch. Harvard, Penn. It's going to be a game that I have on or try to get on, depending on where I can watch it at. In the NBA, definitely the Magic and the Detroit Pistons. It might not interest some people, but I'll have some interest in that one. Sure.
We now have hat interest in that one for sure. Right? Rod, what about you? Which game is highlighted on your TV tonight?
For me, I want to see a defensive battle in Boise. Boise and Fresno State. Both defenses are rock solid, so you're going to see a nice defensive battle there. I like that one. Definitely be tuning into that one late. Toledo and Akron, I think, is going to be a good game as well. That's a good game in the MAC. And the other one, just like Brian said that earlier, to kick off the day with Penn and Harvard, a little bit of Ivy League action. Must be Friday. We're seeing some Ivy League, so must be Friday.
Yeah, definitely some good games tonight. It's interesting. We're all game watchers here. Let us know in the comments if you're watching the games you're betting. I can't not. Or I'm watching the score of one if I have to go out somewhere. It just kills me not watching these games. So let us know if you watch the games that you bet or if you're just betting them and then looking at the score after. Because I know a lot of people do that as well. I can't handle that. Even last night, I was so tired. I couldn't watch the end of that Timberwolves game. Again, I was on the wrong side of that one. Yesterday was not my day. Went 1-3 in my premiums. But yeah, I woke up like 6 times to check that score. I was like, what's the score? What's the score? Right? I shouldn't have even gone to bed. Yeah, I can't not watch these games. They're so exciting.
Yeah, if there's a game on that I've got money on, I'm not sleeping. There's no chance. No chance. I'd be lying there tossing. Do they win? Are they winning?
That's why I hate the late
Are they winning?
games.
So
I hate betting 11 o'clock games.
Right? Yeah, but the late ones, you're like, yeah, we're not sleeping. For
Yeah,
you, especially.
Well, I like to be, if I'm 2-0 in the day and then I got the night game, I still care about it, but at least I can go to bed and say, well, I made a profit today. It does bother me. I try to steer away from late games, but lately the late games have been the good stuff lately.
Absolutely, they have.
Right? All the good stuff coming late.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, I guess that brings us to So Square. It ain't fair. Brian, I'm going to throw it to you. You take it away.
Yeah, yesterday, I'm going to grade it as a push. Some people won, some people lost. On Nebraska, I pushed. I had 8, but 7-3-1 so far in these plays, and the books have their tin cup out yet again today. This game is so square, it's almost not fair. The books are going to make a killing. We all know bettors love to bet on the better team with the better record, and we got one prime to fade here at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Harvard Crimson come in. They're getting a lot of public love today, and why not? They have won 6 of the last 10, 7-2 straight up at home this season, but winning and covering are 2 different things. And I think the team with the ball, possession of the ball last, is going to win this game. So why not take the points? Quakers 9-2 against the spread. Last 11 versus teams with a 600 win percentage or better. So Penn steps up versus the better teams, and they're 12-4 last 16 games versus a team with a winning straight up record. Harvard, just so square, it's almost not fair to bettors, but don't worry. I'm going to help you avoid the trap. We're going to take the points with the Penn Quakers. You're going to cash your ticket this afternoon.
I like it, Brian.
That's
okay.
it.
Penn Quakers. Wonder how they got the name Quakers.
Well, in Pennsylvania, they were originally settled by Quakers. So I think that's where they go with that. Penn Quakers. Quaker oatmeal. Quaker oatmeal, yeah.
Oh, like the family, the Quakers.
Yeah. That was, I guess
okay.
that's a certain religion, the Quaker religion. But anyway, those are the original settlers in Pennsylvania were Quakers, I believe.
I had no idea. I'm going to
learn something new today.
I love everything you guys teach me. It's pretty awesome. Quakers. Okay.
Didn't know that one either. Learn something new today. Nice.
Well, I hope our audience learned something new as well, you guys. I love learning new stuff. It just better be right, because then I throw this stuff out like right. And then people are like, that's not right. And I'll be like, Brian
told me. Yeah.
I'll still throw you under the bus if it's not right.
You can check it real quick. Go to Google, original settlers in Pennsylvania. I'm sure it'll say Quakers.
I'm sure it will too. I'm not going to fact check you. I have one friend though, that they fact check everything you say. And I'm like, okay, they're like, hang on, let me just fact check that, because they're the same. They'll just throw stuff out, and they've been burned so many times by people telling them incorrect facts that they're like, no, I'm going to fact check that just right now.
Well, sometimes I know I shouldn't, but I tell my son like crazy facts or something that's not really true. And then when he says something like that in school, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. I'm being bad, but
I think we all do a little bit as parents though, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I told my son if he came down to the main level when he was like going through his rebellion teenage years, that the alarms and sirens would go off and the police would show up. So just didn't need him trying to break out of the house at 16, but he never did because I fully lied to him. So, mother award right there.
It was called Quakerism.
Quakerism.
Quakerism was the movement. Huh. And the Quakers are now known today as liberals.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, well, let's jump into college basketball, you guys. Only 18 games today. Seems like so little when we had, 70, 80 yesterday. Just crazy. But it's Friday. Rod, you want to take it away?
Yeah, I'm just figuring out where we're going to divide these. It's going to be right in the middle, I guess.
Okay.
I will make it all lopsided. How's that? We'll start off. We got day game. We got Colgate taking on Boston U. We've got Penn taking on Harvard. We got Stony Brook taking on New Hampshire. We got Lehigh taking on Holy Cross. We got Wyoming taking on Air Force. We got Ohio taking on Buff in the MAC action. We got Akron taking on Toledo. We got Purdue Fort Wayne, the Mastodons, taking on Northern Kentucky. We got Canisius taking on Monmouth. We got Fairfield, the Stags in action, taking on Ryder. We got Manhattan taking on St. Pete's. We got Niagara taking on Siena. And the last one at 7 o'clock, we got Rhode Island taking on Dayton. So everything before the 7:30.
Okay, I like it. Brian, we'll go to you first in college basketball. What are you liking here?
I'm going to take Canisius, the Golden Griffins here, plus the 11.5 points. 34-15-2 versus teams with a winning home record here. I think they can keep it within the 10 points here. So if you're getting 10.5 or more, you should be good. I'm going to take Boston U, the Terriers. It doesn't make any sense. And normally I go the other way when the team like Colgate, who has, I think they have a losing record or it's just close to 500. Boston U, much better record, and they're getting points at home. Seems fishy, but I think Terriers are the better team. I'm going to take any available points and take Boston U. What else do I like on here? I'm going to take Wyoming also and lay the points against Air Force. Maybe a slightly public play here, but I think Wyoming, arms and legs, far and away the better team here. I think an easy double-digit win over the Air Force Falcons. So take Wyoming, lay the points.
Nice. Rod, what are you liking?
For me in that time slot, I like Lehigh here over Holy Cross. You look at Lehigh, they're 4-0 ATS, their last 4 versus a team with a losing record. They're also 7-1 ATS, their last 8 on the road, while the Crusaders of Holy Cross are 1-9 ATS in their last 10 home games. So give me Lehigh in that one. Lay the points. That book hasn't budged, so book's happy where they are. So give me Lehigh. Lay the 5 points in that one. The other one I like. Give me the over in Akron and Toledo. I think both it's a running gunning type game. I don't think we see a whole lot of defense played in that one. I know the books is open at 140.5. It's down to 138. I'm going to take the over. Go the other way. Looks like it's going to be under. I like the over. I mean, the over 138 in that one. And the other one I like Siena here. You look Siena, Siena at home in this one, and I think they get themselves a nice win. The home team in this series is 4-0 ATS. The last 4 meetings between these two. I'm going to take Siena on the money line. That line's split too. So give me Siena on the money line and that one.
Okay. I like it. For myself, you guys, I'm going to ride with Dayton here over Rhode Island. I think they're just too strong at home. They're 8-4 straight up at home. I know they're only 5-7 against that spread, but I think they are by far the better team over Rhode Island. I think Rhode Island comes in and completely struggles in this one. I'm also going to take the over between Akron and Toledo with a lean on Akron plus those points. I really do think this is going to be a tighter one and a fast pace game. So give me the over and Akron plus those points. I'm with you, Rod, on Lehigh. I just love them here in this position on the road, only laying 5 points. I thought this line would actually be higher in this one. Such a strong road team going 8-3 against the spread on the road this season. I'm loving it there. And then I'm with you, Brian, too, on Pennsylvania. I think them plus the 3.5 is a great spot to be. You know, everyone is humping up on Harvard here. 74% of everyone is on Harvard. I just can't trust them to cover that 3.5. So I think we definitely have some great games in this time slot. I'm excited for it.
Did you go backwards?
Yeah, I did. I totally went backwards.
I was like, did you just go backwards? I'm like, where's Pennsylvania in this line? I don't see nothing.
Yeah, it's up at 5 Eastern. I did because I went down my list, making sure that I had written down every game I liked. And then I was like, okay, I've got all my games that I like here. And then so I started from the bottom and went up. So I'm terrible at that. So yes, I went backwards. I am from Australia. So
right, see, you go backwards. See, you go through that. It's all good.
I go backwards. Everything goes backwards. It's okay.
It's all good.
All good.
Feel Good Friday. It's all good.
Okay, let's Rod take it away. We're on for 7:30 on, correct?
Yeah, just hold on. Give me a second here. Let me bring it
Yeah,
back up.
take your time. We're at the 40-minute mark, you guys. So thanks everyone for being here this morning with us.
There we go. To finish it off, we got Marist taking on Quinnipiac. We got Cleveland State taking on Wright State. We got UNLV taking on Colorado State. We got San Jose State taking on New Mexico, the Lobos in action. And we got Boise State taking on Fresno State.
Okay.
5 in that slot.
5 in this time slot. Brian, floor is all yours.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a little bit of public plays here. I'm going to take Colorado State, and now it's up to, I think, 15 and a half. I think they slaughter UNLV at home. So I'm going to lay the points there with the Rams. And then I'm going to take the New Mexico minus 10. And the number might seem super high, but I think they come out and take it out on San Jose State here. I think it's a 15-point win for New Mexico. So just a lean, and Colorado State probably the better bet over UNLV.
Okay, I'm going to agree with you with Colorado State there. You know, you look at the spread, kind of scary, up from 11.5 to 15.5, but I don't think so. UNLV is just not good, especially on the road. 1-4 straight up, 1-4 against that spread on the road. We look at Colorado State, 10-0 at home straight up. 4-5, which gives me a little bit of concern against that spread, but I think it's just probably a 18-point game in this one. So I'll believe in Colorado State with you. And then I'm going to believe in Wright State to get it done over Cleveland State. Probably a little bit public here too, laying those at 2 points, but I think we have a faster pace one in this. The totals dropped from 151 to 148. I'm still going to like that over 148, even though it looks like it's moving in the other direction. So Rod, what about yourself in these last 5 games?
Well, in these last 5 in this time slot here, I got to go with Marist. Give me Marist here on the road. They're 5-0 ATS, their last 5 on the road. I think they're just playing the better hoops. So give me Marist on the road in that one. Look at Quinnipiac, 3-5 against the number at home. They've been winning some games at home, but just not covered. So Marist there. The other one, I'm actually going to take UNLV plus all them points. I think that's just way too far now. You look at those numbers, and it's like that they have been 1-4 on the road, 1-4 ATS on the road. But you look at Colorado at home; they're only 4-5 against that number. They may be 10-0, but they're only 4-5 against that spread. So Colorado State wins by like 9-10 points where it originally opened up, not at 15. That's way too far now. Give me UNLV plus the 15 in that one. And the other one, I just don't get this line. Why the Lobos? I'm not laying 10 with the Lobos. I don't know, 1-10, 1-9 in their last 10 games. Yikes! They're not good. Not good at all. I'll take San Jose State plus the 10 points in that one. Maybe they're begging me to take San Jose State, but I'm going to fall for that one. Give me San Jose State plus the 10 versus the Lobos.
Okay, like it. You guys, that brings me to a bet that I absolutely love today. I'm going to look at the Utah Jazz Memphis Grizzlies, and I have a lean on the Memphis Grizzlies, but what I'm liking better in this one is the over. I think this is going to be a high-scoring battle in this one tonight. The last time out between these two, Memphis Grizzlies came out winning at 119 to 118. We've got a total in this one of 226. I think it easily goes over. We look at the Grizzlies, Ja Morant, and in his, oh my God, I can't talk. In his last game versus the Spurs, he scored close to 41 points. The Jazz, Elijah Hughes, is shooting 50% from that 3-point range. I think we have just a complete battle on our hands here. The over is 10-1 in the last 11 meetings between these two. The Grizzlies are 6-0 to that over in their last 6 meetings versus teams with winning records, and the Jazz are 5-0 in their last 5 games versus teams with winning records straight up. I absolutely love this over. So if you ask me if I'm taking the over 226 in the game between the Memphis Grizzlies and the Utah Jazz, I Abso'Frkin'lutley am.
Nice.
Oh,
good job.
I'm trying to put you guys back. Like, which key is it? I hit one, and it's a different one than I normally hit, but it put everyone back to the same spot. So that was good. You guys, quick show today. We're at the 45-minute mark. Actually, it's not quick.
That's right about average, 45.
Yeah. It's felt really fast today, though.
Yep.
I know. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess.
When you're having fun. Yeah. I'm
That's
just going to say time flies when you're having fun.
Absolutely. Okay. Parlay time. Brian, what you got for us?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Orlando Magic, lay in the points, the Penn Quakers plus the points, and I'm going to finish it out with my New Orleans Pelicans plus the points.
Rod, what about yourself?
For me, I'm going to take Maris on the money line, lay the points with Lehigh, and take OKC on the money line over Denver today.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to take PickDawgz here plus the points. I'm going to take the LA Lakers plus the points, the Detroit Pistons plus the points, and then give me the Houston Rockets plus the points. I love dogs.
I do too. just not the Pistons.
Come on, Pistons are going to win it. I'm getting a new hat. I'm going to envision that new hat too.
Yeah. Well, it helps if you envision things. That usually.
It absolutely does. Does anyone know why the Towson game got canceled? Unsafe floor.
Unsafe floor. It was people slipping and sliding and it was like, wow, are we playing basketball on ice? It was like, what was going on with that one there?
Did they overwax it?
Maybe. I'm not sure if Towson, they have a hockey floor.
Maybe they have a hockey floor underneath it.
Right? And maybe the condensation was coming through. I don't know. I didn't deep dive into it, but the headline I know that I seen said unsafe actions going on there, and I seen some guys slipping. It was like, woo! You can't do that when you're trying to go in for a dunk or a layup. Woo!
No, I used to play netball for Team Alberta here. I bet you 100%, all of you, no one knows what netball is. But anyway, I played netball and I was on one court that was overwaxed and it was just completely deadly. They had to stop that game. Just everyone was sliding everywhere. So that's your guys' homework for today. Go look up netball. I played center position. Absolutely loved it. Don't ask me to shoot a basket, though. I was not a shooter in that hard game.
Is that Australian for volleyball?
Nope.
Okay.
It's not. So now you guys have homework. Work out what netball is. I was center court. So I did everything except shooting the ball. But you guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Brian, final last words before we end the show.
Magic win by double digits.
No, you're not allowed to have final last words ever again. Rod, what are yours?
I don't believe in magic. Not happening today.
I have my favorites. Rod is definitely my favorite today. So sorry, Brian. You guys have an absolutely fantastic day. If you want to get in on the fun, let us know who you think, Magic or Pistons, here in the comments. Yeah, netball is played without a backboard. Hence the reason all 5'4" of me was not a shooter. It's a higher net and smaller net and no backboard. Cannot shoot a basket into that for sure. It's talent. You guys, VIP members, we will see you later today. If you're not a VIP, I definitely urge you to go check it out. Best value there. If you're looking for premium picks, head on over to PickDawgz.com. Thank you again for joining us. Happy Friday. You guys have a safe and wonderful weekend. We'll be back for the morning show on Monday. But don't forget, you can join us on the weekends for the weekend shows. So all of us will be there. So bye, you guys. Have a fantastic, safe Friday.